Hello, I am your mental health officer by name Shay. Today I want to take you through temper tantrum. Now, temper tantrum is common among children or toddlers from the age of 1 to 3. You will see them exhibiting temper tantrum. First of all, we want to understand what causes temper tantrum. Most of the time, a child can exhibit temper tantrum as a result of hunger. If the child is hungry, the child does not know how to say it, they do that to seek for attention. Another cause is that if the child wants something and the child is not getting the thing, the child will exhibit that. Another thing is if the child is seeking for attention, the child will exhibit that tantrum. Another thing is if the child maybe cannot cope with the environment where they find themselves, the stressful environment. Maybe the place is too crowded, the place is too noisy, the place is too, let me say, hot, the temperature in the room is hot for the child, or the environment, the child may exhibit temper tantrum. And most especially if they want something. So as parent, as a mother, as a father, you must know what is causing the temper tantrum. But what you should understand is that temper tantrums are normal ways of children seeking for attention. And each child has its own way of coping with the stress they go through at one particular time. So with that, they may exhibit temper tantrum in varying ways. Some may do it by crying, some may do it by yelling, some may do it by shouting, some may do it by scattering things. Some may be on the floor, hitting their legs on the ground. Some may even want to injure someone, or maybe injure themselves, maybe hit their head against a wall and all those things. They do all those things in the process of seeking for attention. That is why it's very important as parents we know if the child is seeking for attention by doing that. And as they grow from age 3.5 to 4, you will see that there will be total reduction in their temper tantrum. We must be able to differentiate between temper tantrum and other childhood disorders. If not, we may look at it with thinking that it's another childhood disorder. There are a lot of childhood disorders, but we must be able to differentiate. And when this happens, what we must do is that as a mother, as a father, or as a parent, or as the carer of the child, you must first of all keep calm. You must keep calm. When you get angry at that moment, and you want to solve the anger of the child, it will not bring any solution. So you must try as much as possible to keep calm. Even though most of the time it's difficult, it's frustrating. Their tantrum can make you frustrated. Some people may even get depressed. Some people may even regret giving birth because of the frustration the child gives them when they are expressing those tantrums. But you must understand that as the child grows, the tantrums wear off. So it's just a matter of time. So you must keep calm and address the issue. So if you want to get angry as a parent, then keep calm, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and relax yourself and try to understand what is causing the tantrum. Is it that the child is hungry? If the child is hungry, if you solve the hunger, that tantrum will go. If it is as a result of something else, maybe the child wants something which you cannot get for the child at that moment, then in a calm way you tell the child that even though you want this thing, it is not everything you want that you get. So even though you want this, I may not be able to get you that, but I can get you this. So you try to divert the child attention from what they want. Sometimes you can even take them from the environment where they are. If you realize that it's the environment that is causing the tantrum, you take them away from the environment. And you must be very calm in doing these things. You take the child from the environment and you talk to the child in a calm way. Maybe for instance the child is with a knife and the knife may hurt the child, and you take the knife away from the child and the child gets angry and begin to exhibit temper tantrum. You explain to the child that even though this you may want to use it to play is a knife, and it will hurt you. So because of that, maybe use this rather. At that age one, the child may not be able to understand most of the things you say, but as you are saying it gradually and the child is adjusting to the system, with time the tantrums will wear off. So it's very important that we have the child doing tantrum. There are a lot of things they do. Sometimes if maybe it's in the mall and they want to hurt themselves, you take them away from the environment. Or when you realize that there is something to hurt them, you take them away from there and you try to calm them. There are a lot of ways you can calm them. Sometimes you may use token economy, telling them, if you don't exhibit your tantrum, I will give you this, a positive one. So maybe if you don't exhibit your tantrum, I may give you a biscuit, I may give you this. And make sure you do those things when you tell the child that I will give you something. With that, the child will be able to reduce the tantrum. And tell them in a calm way that it is not a normal way to respond to stress. So they must not respond to stress by anger or by temper or by tantrum, thereby maybe crying, shouting, hitting themselves against the wall on the floor and those things, rolling on the floor and those things. So you must tell the child that it is not the best approach to cope with stress. There are best ways to cope with stress whenever you are stressed. So they shouldn't use that. And whenever they need something, they should willingly ask for it. And as the child is growing, I said earlier, from the age of 3.5 to 4, it begins to wake up. So as parents, just be calm so that at the end of the day, you may not get depressed and regretting that you have given birth. And understand that it's a normal developmental way of children, because they are responding to the environment, they are responding to stressful events, they are responding to things that they don't know how to respond to. Like an adult, we also respond to ways, but as children it's very difficult to respond in a nice way. So a child may need something, the child is hungry, the child will find it very difficult to tell you that I'm hungry. So because of that, they exhibit the tantrums to seek for attention. And most of the time they are looking for attention and they are not getting it, so they exhibit the tantrums. So take time to address their tantrums in a calm way, and with time it will go. Don't get worried. It's just a matter of time. As the child grows and moves from one stage of development to another, the tantrums wear off. Don't worry yourself looking for medications. Naturally, they may wear off. It is maybe after 5 years going, we are still exhibiting. That is why maybe the need may come for some form of medication. But in that tender age, there will not be any need. And if you are looking for someone that will give you steps on this, I'm always available. You can check under here. You will see my telephone number. And then also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cherish TV, so that you enjoy more of this. And also share this so that others will learn from it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And have a nice day.